Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to talk about the poultry project of Francisco of Paula Santander University, its story, development, and importance in academic training and poultry production. Hello! In this video, we will learn about the history, evolution, productive management, and academic importance of the university's poultry project, a space that for more than 2 decades has contributed to the training of students, the development of research and poultry productions of the region. The Poultry Project began in 2000 as an initiative of the Animal Husbandry Carrera. At the time, the university was going through a change of direction and the need arose to strengthen the practice space for students. One of the main objectives was to create a production unit that would allow future professionals to acquire direct experience in the management of live birds. In its beginnings, the university did not have its own infrastructure to develop poultry activities. The land where the sheds are currently located was used for other academic activities, so it was necessary to look for external alternatives. The first production were carried out in rented farms located in the sectors of La Ermita and Venadillo. At the same time, the government of North the Santander developed food security programs aimed at benefiting different municipalities in the department thanks to the formulation and university managed to access this, this resource, allowing development of poultry activities on a larger scale. The results obtained were positive and the results generated allowed the construction of the project on facilities. Finally, in 2004, the current sheets were built, which later obtained certification as biosafe farms. Since then, the project has continued to grow and strengthen in productive and academic process.
Regarding the genetic lines used, initially we worked with Isa brown birds. The choice of this line responded mainly to the preference of the beneficiary families of the rural extension programs, who were looking for birds of rich plumage because they considered them more switchable for family production systems. Subsequently, work was also done with the Lowman Brown line, obtaining good productive results. Over time, the project adopted the Highline Brown line, which continues to be used today due to its excellent postures, indicator, food efficiency, and adaptation to the handling conditions implemented of the farms. Since its inception, the project had 4 shifts, each with the capacity of house approximately 3,000 birds. They represent a total capacity of close to 12,000 birds. However, the main objective was never to achieve maximum simultaneous occupation. but to guarantee a continuous learning process for students. For these reasons, new batches of chicks are raised every semester. A part of the beer is marketed and another remains in production to guarantee the supply of eggs destined for the university restaurant and for sale to the public. This system has allowed to maintain a constant flow of production and at the same time provide space for academic practice. In 2018, the decision was made to convert one of the sheets into a unit intended exclusively for research. Currently, three sheets are used for commercial production and one for the development of research projects related to nutrition, management, and animal welfare. Truck is history. The project has faced various health challenges. One of the most significant events occurred in 2004 when an outbreak of Gumbaro disease occurred during the uprising of approximately 8,000 birds.
Given the situation, strict control measures were implemented, the elimination of the affected birds, the incineration of mortality, the complete disinfection of the facilities with quarantine ammonium and strengthening of vaccination programs were carried out. This experience allowed to improve to the biosecurity and disease prevention protocols that today are fundamental parts of the management of the farm. Currently, the productive results are very positive. According to the project's record, the 2025 and 2026 have presented some of the best indicators of egg production in its entire history. Position rates close to 97% have been reached, even in basis of more than 50 weeks of production, something uncommon commercial systems. The reception of the chickens is a carefully planned activity 1 month before you arrive. Cleaning, disinfection, and preparation of the sheets are carried out. The bed is also conditioned. Breeders are installed and operation of all the necessary equipment is verified to ensure the well-being of the birds. Poultry producing students actively participate on the day of arrival. The birds are continued. A representative sample is weighed and the general condition of the lot are verified. Additionally, each chick receives water and food to facilitate its adaptation to the new every environment. As for production management, the density used is approximately 7 to 5 birds per square meter. So, in some cases, it may be slightly lower. This provides more space available for birds and favors their well-being. To control stress, different strategies are implemented. Among them is the periodic supply of vitamins and drinking water, especially before, during, and after vacation process. In addition, birds are accustomed from an early age to the constant presence of the students and university staff, which significantly reduces stress responses.
Preventive fumigation with bronchodilators are also carried out, and the supply of fresh water is guaranteed throughout in the day Cooling systems are currently being implemented on houses installed on the roofs of the ships, which are auto-activated when the temperature increases. The feed of the bears is based on balanced food formulated specifically for each productive age. Depending on the age of the bears, the pre-start initiation raise production gets as provided. In the research sheets, studies with alternative raw materials are also developed, allowing students to evaluate new nutritional options of their effect on the production performance of beers. Water quality is another fundamental aspect within the project. The water used comes from the water system and is predically subject to chemical and bacteriological analysis. This control ensures that beers receive excellent water quality. All stage producers. The healthy plan contemplates the application of four vaccines. During this reactive stage, vaccines against Gumboro, Newcastle, infectious bronchitis, avian cholera, and low posture syndrome. During the produce stage, periodic reactivation they are carried out the maintain adequate immune protection. Thanks to this measure, the incidence of disease is very low. One of the last recorded events was in a mill outbreak of avian smallpox on 2024. The problem was controlled by isolation of the affected local treatment and vitamin supplement. Mortality generated of the farm is